Hey, call me Shape, and today I'm reacting to a video of modern women trying to answer, what is a man? Let's get right into it.
Do you think a man is less of a man if he can't change a flat tire?
I do think so. Me and my roommates talk about it all the time, and that's one of the qualities we look for in a man, just to know that we can be safe and protected with them.
Is a woman less of a woman if she can't cook a meal from scratch?
No,
Why is there a difference?
because I don't know how to cook a meal from scratch, so...
Because I don't want to say something that makes me look bad. Yeah, again, feminine bias. This is the self-bias. Of course, I can't cook, so cooking's not a big deal.
What if a man doesn't know how to change a tire?
Well, I guess it's okay, but if a man wants a woman who can cook, then they shouldn't date me.
What is a woman?
What is a woman? I think it's someone that is born female.
Someone who was born with female parts.
To me, a woman is somebody that is beautiful inside and out, empowered, and inspires positive change in the world around her.
If a woman is an adult human female, why wouldn't an adult human male be the definition of a man?
Who says it's not a definition of a man?
That is the definition of a man, right? Like,
What is the difference between a male and a man?
a male is someone who was born with male parts.
Male is male is male is male. But to me, a man is somebody that is a protector, a provider, and makes you want to be that feminine woman for them.
A man is really someone who's like a developed masculine man who is like born and like developed and grown in society like as a man.
Well, why are there more burdens placed on a man to begin with?
Because that's how God designed us.
I come from a religious standpoint on it, so I think that girls are more emotional, right? So our role is to nurture and be there, while men are supposed to be the providers and work.
I think that depends on who you talk to, because you could say that there's burdens placed on women also.
What does masculinity look like if you're not religious, traditional, or conservative?
I feel that, like if you're chivalrous, if you are a problem solver. For me as a woman, sometimes if I get overwhelmed, I just want my man to take over and be like, oh, thank God you helped me. Or if I feel like a man is someone that can help me figure out problems or help me through my day if, I'm ever feeling that I get stuck. So just someone that can help me a little bit.
Shout out to her, yo, beautiful woman, and look what she's saying about men. Someone that can help her through her day. That means she wants a leader, right? And shout out to these white women. I don't think it's a big deal that they're white, but I think it is culturally that white women still want a traditional man. And a lot of white women are traditional. I gotta just be honest. I mean, the proof is in the pudding.
Why are men defined by their role while women are defined by their existence?
I think women are also defined by their role. It depends on who you ask. There's a lot of societal pressure, especially now in the day and age of social media. I myself often find comparing myself to others on social media. So I think it goes both ways. It just depends on who you ask.
Women introduce themselves to me. They'll say hi and we'll talk about it. And then it's like, oh, are you a mom? Or what do you do for your job? And so it's like, what is your role? Not just merely existing. So I think we get a lot of that too.
Do you think that men get joy and gratitude out of serving women even if women don't reciprocate?
Oh, I think it depends on the reason that they're doing it.
A lot of men that I meet in my life, and maybe it's like a demographic thing, but I think men get satisfaction by like serving a woman and like leading a woman, and it just really...
False. We get satisfaction on doing our purpose, right? Being ourselves. Now, an extension of ourselves, because we're going to get surplus from our hard work. We don't mind sharing. We don't mind helping. We don't mind being generous. But to serve, that's a very different answer. No, absolutely, we're not serving. We're not servants. It'd be nice, right? A woman would love if we were servants. We're not. But you are the beneficiaries of our hard work.
Depends on how they're raised, though.
Isn't that the definition of a simp?
You're right. I mean, the definition of a simp is like really like serving, like bowing down to your wife. But I think like masculinity masculinity, it goes both ways. However, like, it still goes both ways. Like, women can still serve men as well, but I think like a masculine.
No, you must serve us. That's your job. If you believe in Christianity, if you believe in Christ, Father, Son, Holy Spirit, you understand that your punishment from Eve at eating from the fruit of knowledge of good and evil, her punishment was to desire a man and he will rule thee. To desire her husband and he will rule thee. Meaning that ultimately you serve us. You're our helpmates, right? You're taken from our ribs, and now you are not a man, you're a woman, because you came from not our womb, but our wound.
Man is comfortable in his own skin to lead a woman.
Isn't that the definition of a simp?
Maybe, but we like simps.
Well, I don't know the simp.
Of course you like simps, right? Because you can control them. Don't ever get it confused. Women are obsessed with power, right? They're infatuated with it, and they want to control it. I mean, they just want to control everything because controlling makes them feel safe. If they can control you, they feel like you're safe. Now, they can't control you by brute force, so they're going to control you by manipulation, shame, insults, and the need to be right? Just lip service. But they can't force you to do what they want you to do. So simps already obliged. They already do what they want them to do.
Would men still serve women if they knew they would never get that reciprocation?
Would they steal or should they steal?
What do you think?
Well, they should steal.
I hope so. I think so.
Do you believe it's a man's duty to respect a woman regardless of how she treats him in return?
Yes, I think that's the right thing to do.
So he has to be a simp, and you could treat him however, and he must still respect you. Flip that on his head, right? You must serve us and respect us however we treat you. Does that make sense? So women can treat us however they want. Look, she just said it out of her mouth. This is where the feminism creeps up in your neighborhood, right? In the white suburbs. Because you're believing that and she's a beautiful girl, kind girl, but guess what? She wants you to be a simp, and you should still respect her even if she treats you poorly. Yeah, that's narcissism 101.
Well, I mean, unless you're beating his ass, then probably not. But if you just drink a little too much and get a little crazy, there's no reason he should be mad at you because you're just having fun. And he needs to get a better personality.
Would men still...
You need to get a better personality because you gotta drink in order to have fun. I don't even drink. I haven't drank in 3 years. And I'm having a lot of fun, right? I'm having a lot of fun reacting to this foolishness, right? But female delusion is a form of entertainment these days, so that's why I make it.
serve women if they knew they would never get that reciprocation?
No.
Would men still serve women if they knew they would never get that reciprocation?
No.
Do you believe it's a man's duty to respect a woman regardless of how she treats him in return?
No.
No.
Love it. Love it. All right, so we have some base girls, and then we have the feminists, right? So we have definitely women who are traditional, and they deserve to be wives. And it's funny because the ones that are traditional just happen. I don't know, maybe it's coincidence. They just happen to be more attractive.
I wouldn't do that based on gender. I think that respect is earned regardless of your gender.
How can a man respect women without losing self-respect in the process?
I don't think you lose respect by respecting women. I think a man that respects a woman is more respectable.
What is the difference between a show horse and a plow horse?
Well, a show horse is like me.
Show horse can be a performance horse. Plow horse is like a working ranch farm horse.
Why does being physically stronger assign men the role of a plow horse while women are show horses on display?
Women are supposed to be praised and beautiful, and men are supposed to bring home the money.
A show horse is
praised and beautiful, and men are supposed to bring home the money. Men, are you excited about this? Are you signing up to bring home the money to her when she prances around? She's all beautiful, and you're just her servant who has to respect her regardless of how she treats you. You excited about that? I know I'm not.
designed to be beautiful and pretty. A plow horse is a stockier build. That's where you're going to run into your drafts. They're comfortable, they're fun, they're cool little gentle giants, but at the end of the day, their job is to pull and push heavy objects, so they're going to have a bigger frame.
Why does being physically stronger assign men the role of a plow horse while women are show horses on display?
I don't think that women are show horses on display. I do like the idea of a man being a plow horse. I think that's quite funny. But women can be strong too. As a matter of fact, I lift 3 days a week at least, and it comes in handy working on a...
Yeah, but a high school boy is probably still stronger than you. Let's be honest here. You know, and there's some high school boys stronger than me. I'm just telling the truth. Some of them have men's strength already at 16, 17. And that's only something a man could do. Women don't have a man's strength at 15, 16, 17. They just don't. Right? Have you guys heard about the U.S. soccer team, the U.S. Olympic soccer team, playing, I forgot what high school boys team, and lost? We're talking about the female Olympic team lost to a high school boy team, which, by the way, the high school team wasn't even like the top 10 team. I think they're like the top 40. Yeah. So physical strength makes us the plow horse, according to this guy. And them being perty makes them the show horse.
You have to be able to do things yourself as well. And I don't think it makes a man a workhorse, but I've seen some pretty guys too. So men can be show horses too, I suppose.
Does society shame men more for being strong and masculine, or does it shame men more for being weak?
It shames men more for being weak.
Definitely weak.
Yeah. Weak.
Why do you feel that way?
I think we prefer stronger men. I don't know.
Why do people think that if you're not this macho alpha male, that means you want to put on a dress and wear makeup?
I personally don't think that. I think other people might think that because there's this air of like toughness that represents toughness, and that you somehow have to be more resilient that way.
Society really, really pushes men to be extremely macho. And that's not necessarily, it can also be like in a toxic way.
Some of the ones I know are very scrawny, short guys that don't look very hyper masculine. Some of them are very pretty too. Some of them aren't. But to me, they're hyper masculine in the sense that they are the provider. They care about their woman, and their wives are absolutely gorgeous. So you can still get a beautiful woman as long as you're that man.
Like a man should still pursue and lead and like provide for a woman emotionally.
Oh, here's where she's wrong. Here's pursue. Once they sneak that little word in, pursue, we're going to unleash a whole bunch of stuff, right? So look, she said, and a lot of them agreed that men shame society shames men for being weak, right? Is it not weak if a man is a simp and a servant for a woman? Is it not weak if a man pursues a woman? It's weak. Right? You only have 24 hours in a day. You tell me you're going to spend your time chasing punani? Or you can take that same amount of time and be competitive and out there and chase a purpose, right? Get your money up, get your hustle up. Because let me tell you something. While you spend your time kissing, loving, boo-hugging with your girl, there's another dude grinding, making a fortune. So your competition is outworking you for sure. Right? While you thinking you pursuing a girl, you want a third date with her, you done spend $1,000 already, and you trying to wine and dine her, and you spend like, well, let's say 7-8 hours with her in that time. That same 7-8 hours of time, a productive man will have got way far ahead of you, and you won't ever be able to catch up. That's what's going on in this world right now. There's men who are super, super aggressive in their hustle, in their discipline, in their profession, while other men are lackadaisical, chilling, relaxing, chasing after women, pursuing them because a girl's pretty and they're weak to the flesh. So men that are simps, they're weak. They're weak to the flesh. They're the ultra weak to the flesh. Am I weak to the flesh? Yes. I see a big booty. Okay, I'm excited. You know, I might get bricked up. But I know to just turn my head and keep focused on my work. Right? I used to break my neck looking at beautiful girls. I don't do that anymore. I see a beautiful girl. I look up. I see her. I keep walking. I was in the mall today. I seen a bunch of beautiful women. I guess I could have approached them, right? I'm kind of popping now. I could show them a YouTube channel or whatnot. I could show them I did about 400,000 views this month for the year. I could show them that. But it'd be more important to me instead of spending time trying to convince them that I'm a great catch and pursue them and try to get their number, to go right back home and go right back to work. So let's say there's two versions of me. The one that stayed back at the mall and he's talking, giggling, you know what I'm saying, chummy with this girl. And another version of me who came straight home. I'm getting a video done while he's talking to a girl he might still never get with. And he might find 3 days later he don't even like the chick. Yeah. So no, we're not supposed to pursue women whatsoever. So good video. I think she had a great point. She made some other good points, but this is the awful point she made out of this entire video. Maybe there's going to be more. I'm going to link the video into the description. You guys can check it out. Shout out to It's Complicated channel. I think he makes great videos. But ultimately, as you see, that even though not all women are feminists, they all have some feminist ideas, right? Some, right? Even if they're not fully on the right, I mean on the left, right? Far left, they still got some left-leaning ideas, you know? And regardless of what they think, you got to be a man based on what you think. Don't let women define you as a man. You got to define you, right? You have to tell yourself, look, to be a man is to be dangerous. To be a man is to have power. To be a man is to have influence. And go out there and gain all three of those things. All right? Like the video, subscribe to the channel. Channel blowing up. I appreciate you guys. Check out some of my other videos, and I'll see you over there.